Now, everyone's back office will look different because I've got a time and date when I started. So you guys will notice on this specific platform, I'm a founder member. I bought in the founder pool position that time when I started. This specific contract went live on the 1st of March of 2016. You guys will take a note, very, very important. Take notes of what I'm talking about here. So I started, and I bought at that time a $2,500 contract. That $2,500 contract in the 1st of March gave me 11,000 gigahash. And this might go up or down depending what's going on in the industry of what are we paying for real equipment. So if you started today, your unit price might be totally different than to my unit price. But what is important is the principle here. You guys will note that I started with 11,000 gigahash, and on the bottom on the green, you'll see that I've got a total of 25,000 gigahash. So you can calculate, guys, over this period of, 9 months, that I have been mining with Lifestyle Galaxy, you guys will notice that I have doubled my mining capacity. My first challenge in this industry was to take my 11,000 and pass 22,000. So I've done that already. I've already doubled my capacity. So what does that mean to you? That means that instead of me taking my profits out, I want to push back my profits into the system. I want to buy more capacity because I want to outbeat the difficulty rate over a long period of time. And because I don't fear this platform, because I know who this platform is, I know that's David Martin, I know the company, I've met the other leaders in this industry that is part of this platform. I'm very comfortable with this platform because we are part of this and we can contribute our ideas. And David has listened to us and he keeps on listening to us. This platform, from a risk point of view for me, is what I like to call safe risk. I call it a safe risk because the only risk that we've got on this platform is not that the platform can disappear. This platform cannot disappear. The company cannot run away. David Martin is there. David Martin, our team is there, guys. This platform is going to be here for many, many more years to come. We're going to keep on improving our products. We're going to keep on improving our deliverance. We're going to keep on increasing our value that we are giving every member in our community. So the only thing that is a risk is the price of Bitcoin itself. You'll see now the price of Bitcoin there is $702 as of the screenshot. Now remember that if the price of Bitcoin has to go down, and let's say it drops to less than $200, then we as a real mining farm cannot produce or cannot maintain the blockchain and be rewarded the Bitcoins out. And that Bitcoins of, let's assume it's less than $200. That Bitcoins that we are getting paid out or being paid out to us is not enough to pay our electricity bill. So that is the only risk that we carry on when we are mining on Lifestyle Galaxy. And that is why I call this a safe risk. So all the other risk factors that we've seen in the industry, where other platforms disappear, where people run away with their money, where other people are cloud mining or pool mining, that is not what we are here. We are a real Bitcoin market. On our website, you guys can see of the videos or the photos that we take, and Andrew, myself, and some of the other leaders, we are revisiting the mine in December. We're going to come back with new videos, new footage, new photos to show you guys how our 2 mining farms are totally full, and now we're going to go to the 3rd phase, and that the company will announce very, very soon, which is called EcoPods. So guys, wait on for that. David will introduce that to you guys when the time is ready. But guys, understand that the only risk we've got on our mining platform here is if the Bitcoin price drops at less than $200. If that drops less than $200, then we are forced to switch off the electricity. And all that we do is we just wait. We just wait until the Bitcoin price goes up again. As soon as that goes up again, we can switch on the machines. they can start mining again, maintaining the blockchain. And if that happens, then we do not lose anything, guys. Now, for us to switch off, guys, listen to this. For us to switch off our Bitcoin mining machines, we will be the last ones in the industry to switch that off. So if we switch off, there's no blockchain left, meaning there will be no transaction. So the chance of that ever happening, in my eyes, that is actually unthought of. Because if that happens, then there's no more cryptocurrency transactions in the industry. So once again, understand why we call this a safe risk. One of the other things that I want you guys to note is that my repurchases within this 9 months. Now remember, this is a 9-month period cycle that I've gone through. And I've repurchased in Bitcoins, 4.2 Bitcoins in repurchases with my specific contract of $2,500. Make notes, because when I start comparing this platform with the other platforms that I'm mining, and you guys know that I mine on all the platforms out there in the industry, because I want to know what's going on in the industry. And for us to take a better strategy, for us to take a better angle industry, it's always good to know what your competitors are doing. So you guys know, and I've always said it to you guys, that I mine on everything out there. And I'm telling you guys, 99% of the stuff out there are scams. 99% of the stuff out there, you will lose your money. That I can guarantee you guys. Now, I've got a budget. I budget 10% of my funds every month to put that onto new trading platform so that I can know what's going on. So make notes of this. In 9 months, my repurchases in Bitcoins was 4.2 Bitcoins. You guys are going to see how this compares to other mining platforms that are mining. I'm going to show you some of the results. So one of the most important things that is very, very crucial for you guys to note is that we pay our mining rewards out on a daily basis. And you guys will note that happens. And remember now, my strategy on this platform can be totally different to your strategy. My strategy is to compound 100% on what I'm doing here, because I want to get the benefit of this over a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Remember, I come from a mindset where I started mining a year and a half ago, where Bitcoins was $230. Today, it is $700. I might be wrong, I might be right, but by the end of December, I foresee, I'm talking about the end of December 2016, I foresee Bitcoin to be $1,000, guys. Make a mental note of that, write it in your book. Like I said, I might be right, I might be wrong, but if Bitcoin hits $1,000 by the end of December 2016, then I want you guys to make a mental note that by 2017 December, we are looking at Bitcoins be $2,500. Now, the only thing that I'm trying to do is build as much possible capacity so that I can be mining Bitcoins when Bitcoin hits $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 per Bitcoin. One very important part of the screen that I'm showing you is that my Bitcoins that I'm getting on a daily basis as reward fluctuate, guys. It goes up and it goes down. And this has got to do with the difficulty rate. I'm going to show you another screenshot here. This screenshot is when the Bitcoin halving started. It happened. Bitcoin halving happens every 4 years. We have just come out of a 4-year cycle. On the 9th of July, Bitcoin halving happened. And we went from 25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes to 12.5 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. Look what happened. I was getting 79 gigahash on that last previous day's transaction. The day before that, it was 88 gigahash. Now, from the 10th of July, I got half of my mining rewards. Now, this, guys, if I do not compound, if I don't put a percentage of my daily reward into this, I am going to be taken out of the market over a year from now. That means that my capacity won't allow me to start mining or keep on mining profitable anymore. So just remember that, and we're on a good pace. Those of you that started mining now, you guys are actually in a better position than what we were when we started mining a year or year and a half ago, because you are only going to see this Bitcoin halving 4 years from now. You know, so keep that in mind when I start showing you some of my other platforms that I'm mining and the results there. Now, on this specific screenshot, I'm showing you the Galaxy multi-mining, and this is the GPU platform that we've got. So on our platform of Lifestyle Galaxy, we can either mine Bitcoins, that is with the Antminers S7 and S9s that we are using, and we are giving our community GPUs that we are using to mine either Ethereum, Expand, and we have now obviously just started mining Zcash. So Zcash, guys, it's a very, very new coin that just started like 6-7 days ago. And we are one of the first mining operations, one of the first physical, real mining operations that are mining this specific coin. So once again, my strategy might be totally different to yours, but I've chosen on this strategy for the next 4 weeks until the end of this month, until after the 30 days, to put all my mining capacity into Zcash. And the reason I'm doing that, guys, is that I want to start releasing some of this Zcash into the industry, meaning that whatever I mine, I'm going to drop my mining compounding results. So by mining compounding from 100%, maybe after a week from now, I might drop that from 100% down to 10% to 90%, or maybe to a 70%. Depends how I feel, because I want to start getting some of those coins out so that I can take those coins and sell it on the platforms. Currently, this coin, as of today, I think was $350. It's come down from $2,500. It was very, very high. I've seen prices of $2,500, $1,000, and obviously, as we are going now towards where more Zcash is producing to the industry, the price is going to be dropping. So I want to take privilege out of. I want to be in the advantage where I can decide. You know what? I want to release some of these coins, not compound everything, and I want to start selling these over the next week or two. Now, that is what you and I have got. We can choose on our platform. We can choose if we want to compound or if we want to withdraw our coins that we are mining. Once again, this feature that we have here, there is no other platform that gives us that functionality as what we are getting on Lifestyle Galaxy here with this. And you will start seeing now some of the other platforms that I'm using for mining. So I had a discussion with Andrew this afternoon, and we were deciding how are we going to present this for you guys. So Andrew and myself thought, you know what, on tonight's webinar, we are going to show you some of the other platforms that are mining. This is the platforms that I use to test to see what is my current results between our physical mining operation, which is Lifestyle Galaxy, and then I compared it to Genesis Mining, and I compared it to the other mining platforms that I've got. So if and when I say that Lifestyle Galaxy is giving us the most secure and the most favorable mining rewards in the industry, the only reason I can say that, guys, is because I take our physical rewards that we get on Lifestyle and I compare that with all the other mining platforms that I'm currently mining. So as long as I keep on saying that, that means that I've got physical proof that Lifestyle Galaxy is outperforming the rest of the industry. Now, if you look at Genesis Mining was one of the first mining platforms that did cloud mining. And they started around about 3 years ago, guys. So I started on mining on this platform. But my contracts has been going now for a year, just over a year and a half now. And you guys are all seeing that currently on this specific contract, the SAH, which is just a mining contract, I'm coming to an end of the lifespan of this contract. Within the next month or two, this contract here is not going to be delivering any new Bitcoins for me that is more than my expenses on this. And then this contract is going to stop. So this specific contract on Genesis Mining is only going to be running for about a year and a half for me, and then, or a year and 6, 7, yeah, just over a year and a half, and then it's going to end because it's not profitable anymore. Now, the only reason why it's not profitable anymore is because on Genesis Mining, I cannot compound. My daily rewards that gets paid out to my back office here gets paid out to my wallet on a daily basis. And you guys can see now, it takes about 4 to 5 or 6 days now before they can actually pay out a portion of Bitcoin for me. That means that this lifespan of this contract is coming to an end. And the only reason it's coming to an end is because for me to compound, I have to do a new contract on a daily basis. And that is too much of an effort. So on Genesis Mining, you cannot compound. You can just mine, and your rewards gets paid out for you on a daily basis. And you will see that your curve, your mining results curve, is a downwards scale. So if you are lucky enough to get into a mining contract where it just started, and I'm just going to show you now Zcash. So just the same time I started with Zcash on Lifestyle Galaxy, I also bought a contract on Genesis Mining. So in the beginning, if it's still worthwhile in the beginning to climb in and get a contract, I can beat the system. But it will come to an end because I am not compounding here on a daily basis. So this is a physical, real proof that a contract, any mining contract, comes to an end. And it comes to an end because of the difficulty rate. It becomes more and more difficult to mine Bitcoins as more and more people become miners in the industry. So because more miners are coming into the industry, I am mining less and less Bitcoins on a daily basis. And because I am not compounding, my contract will come to an end. So this is an example of a cloud mining platform which cannot be compounded. And because I'm not compounding here, the contract will come to an end. It might come to an end after a year, might come in an end after a year and a half or 2 years, but it will come to an end. One of the other platforms that I'm mining on is called Bitclub, and this is a good example of what we call pool mining. So here, you cannot see what is your daily rewards on a Bitcoin mining contract because we are all part of a pool, and as the pool performs, we are getting paid out according to the pool. So this is totally different than what we are doing in Dragon Mine. Dragon Mine is what we say the ultimate, because Dragon Mine is a real Bitcoin mining farm. From a real Bitcoin mining farm, the next level is pool mining. This is what Bitclub is. Bitclub is a pool mining. And then from pool mining, if you want to go to the next level, is cloud mining. But as you go to the different levels, from farming mine to a pool mining to a cloud mining, your risks becomes higher and higher. To such an extent that you cannot know who the guys are behind the platforms, or where is your capacity, is it linked to a machine or not. So now I want you guys to have a look at this platform of Bitclub, and I'll give you the rubber stamp. I started mining on Bitclub. You'll see there, my first rewards came on the 16th of the 10th last year. So the middle of September, October. The middle of October last year, I started mining, and I'm a founder. If I go back to this page, you'll see that I'm a founder in Bitclub. For me to be a founder in Bitclub, this contract costed me $3,500. So yeah, I spent $3,500 to start mining, and I started last year, September, October, September, October. I started October last year. So I have been mining with more money a longer period of time. And you guys will note that I've only mined until today, because this is a screenshot of today, 4.3 Bitcoins. Now, I hope you made notes. Can you remember how much I mined on our platform, Lifestyle Galaxy? So with a shorter period of time, with a smaller amount of what I've done in Bitclub, I have done 4.2, and where here I've done 4.3. So you tell me which platform is giving me better results, better rewards. Guys, you can see for yourself that we are outbeating the rest of the guys in the industry. And these are the better guys. I mean, Bitclub and Genesis Mining, these are the better guys out there in the industry. The rest of the guys in the industry, we can't even trust them. We can't even know that those platforms are going to exist a week from now, a month from now. So out of the better ones in the industry, you guys have got clear proof right now in front of your eyes that with a $2,500 contract, I have mined more Bitcoins in a shorter period than I've done here on the Bitclub. So very, very important to know that, guys. Make a very, very mental decision here that we currently are outbeating the rest in the industry. And it's not that we are better off and that we are better than the rest of the guys. It's just that our formula of how we contribute your contract money. So when you buy a $1,000 contract or a $500 contract, and you are part of the value added club, 100% of your money in Lifestyle Galaxy, 100% of your funds goes into mining equipment. And once we start mining and we get a rewards and we start compounding, only when you compound, a percentage of your compounding gets pushed back into the binary tree, like what we call CV points. Now with Bitclub, if you put $1,000 on the table, guess how much of your money will go into mining capacity? Now guys, there's no right and wrong. It's just this is how Bitclub was set up. So if you put $1,000 on the table, their formula is that they take 40% of your $100, or let's say your $1,000, they take 40% of that, which is $400, and that goes into mining equipment. The other 40% goes into network commissions, network marketing commissions, and the other 20% goes to the team or the guys that started Bitclub right in the beginning. So they've got their group of guys that started. So, and there's no right and wrong, guys. That is just how Bitclub is, which is okay. I mean, it's no problem. So obviously some of the guys that are building Bitclub, they're building Bitclub, they are getting their mining compensation, they're getting their network commission, and that's fine. But understand what we've done in Dragon Mine, which is today Lifestyle Galaxy, and it's going to be called Galaxia Mining in future. You must understand that we were thinking of you that is coming and putting your money on the table. We wanted you to get the best possible rewards for your mining money that you're putting in for your mining contract. So 100% of your dollars that you paid for in Bitcoins to buy a contract in Lifestyle Galaxy has gone to mine Bitcoins. And that is the only reason why I have been able to outbeat any other platform that I am involved in with Lifestyle Galaxy, guys. And for that, guys, we are very, very grateful to a David Martin, and the rest of the corporate team, guys, that has taken the vision of what we wanted to do for the industry. And that is to put the guy that comes in, for him to get the best possible rewards in such a complicated industry, very, very difficult industry to keep on mining. And those guys that are not mining on a real platform are going to be disappearing as the difficulty rate increases in the industry. So once again, guys, and Dave, and Andrew, I'm going to ask you to come back on, and please, if there's anything that you think that I missed, please ask me the questions so I can address it right now on this webinar. But while Andrew comes back onto line, guys, understand that what we've got here on Galaxy, Lifestyle Galaxy, and what we are trying to achieve in the industry, we don't want to say we want to be better than the others. Guys, every guy in the industry has got his own strategy. Every mining platform has got their own strategy. But Lifestyle Galaxy, that's what we are doing here, is totally, totally different to the rest of the industry. We are thinking of the guy that puts the money on the table. And we want that person, irrelevant if he's a networker. We assume that 100% of the people that comes to this mining platform with us, we assume that none of them wants to recruit. We assume that none of them wants to do anything. They just want their money to work for them. Now, guess what happens when you become satisfied with a platform, when you become satisfied with your mining results, and you become satisfied with the community that you are. Your natural being is that you start sharing your experience with other people.